So, Dinesh, you Antifa loving woke retard, what we have here today is your hypocrisy on full display. First, we're going to talk about Joey Camp, Joey Camp, Joey Camp. He's the boogeyman behind every tree for everything that ever happens. And we have the email from Nick Chiappetta blaming Joey Camp for calling you out just earlier this week. But in that email, he talked about Iman Mahmood, who is a esthetician. She's a Muslim, and we'll see from her in a second. But she hates Israel and she hates Jews. And in a couple weeks ago, she told everybody on TikTok, "Oh, I made these Jews who were in trouble. They were asking for help parking. I made them turn around and they had to say Free Palestine, and they wouldn't say it, so I didn't help them." And she was giggling and laughing about it and everything else. Well, Dinesh, you go around and you say it doesn't matter what people's politics are. If people got to be held accountable, they got to be held accountable, and I don't care. Well, you didn't say a word about Iman Mahmood. You know why? Because you are a woke person who hates Israel. You hate Jews. You're an anti-Semite. And this video is going to show your hypocrisy because you were begging for money from anybody who would give it. You basically said and insinuated that if Benjamin Netanyahu would give you money because their cause is just. That's such pure bullshit. So we're going to put this out there for everybody to see and make them decide whether you're really an accountability person or you're just some type of deviant woke idiot who's out there to subvert the entire populace, paid by foreign backers, foreign money, and fueled by bots. So here it is.
You're supposed to be neutral to people like Joey Camp. Perhaps that's what they think is fair. But I don't control people's reactions. I don't control anybody's reactions. And I don't even have to lead any reactions or anything like that. Like I said, people who completely disagree with me politically or people who don't even follow me have donated, along with my followers. Because anybody who hears this story, anybody who hears how someone is being abused like that, anybody would find it detestable. Anybody would find it deplorable and disgusting. You know, on my page here, we stand up against that kind of disgusting behavior. And when I stand up for someone, I don't sit there and ask them who they voted for, how they feel about this or that. I don't care. If you're a victim of something, my page has always been here to help. And if you've attacked someone, you should be held accountable. And while I do have my own political opinions that I'm not shy about, those sort of things aren't factors when seeking either accountability or justice for a victim.
So I'm leaving the parking lot. I was just at one of those kiosks to pay for my parking ticket, and this couple comes up to me that is clearly, you know what, I'm not even going to say what they are. I'm going to let you guys guess depending on the story. So they say, "Excuse me, can you help us pay with your credit card and then we'll give you the cash because it's not taking our cash." So I was just like, "There's a cash slot." And then he was like, "Yeah, it's not taking it." So then he's like, "See?" So he puts, he puts his parking ticket in, and he puts a $5 bill, it accepts it, but then he's trying to put a single and it's not accepting it because it came out to $5.33, and it just keeps spitting out the singles. So, he's like, "Can you help us?" And I said, just like this, I said, "I'll do it if you say Free Palestine." And then the lady was taken aback. She was just like, and then she just didn't say anything. And her husband was like, "Excuse me?" And then I said, "I'll do it if you say Free Palestine." And he goes, "La." And I don't know if you know, the word la means no in Arabic. So they even took our language, but he actually said la. And then I said again, "I'll do it if you say Free Palestine." And then he just said, "No, no, no." Totally looked away, stopped looking at me, didn't even want to talk to me, as if there was a ghost in front of them. And then I said, "It's only 2 words." And then I just walked away. The audacity, the fact that you know who you are, okay, because not all Jews are Zionists, we know that. But I was like, maybe, maybe they're not. So the fact that you know who you are, you had the audacity to ask me to help you, knowing who I am, based on what I look like, knowing who you are and what you feel, you had the audacity to ask me for help out of everyone. You know what? Go screw yourself.